Welcome back on Dynamod. Today I want to propose you a video about
I wanted to try the technical Mordant Earth to prepare the lava bases. So I prepared more bases that are referred about using the flames that I made the video about. I prepared more bases because seen in the web and so on, I found out that using different coverage could be having different effect with such effect. So I decided to prepare a normal base, one that it's only with the matte varnish, one that is with the PVA glue, one that is with the stick glue, so the one that you usually use for school and so on, and one using the Snova Leon covered with some dipping ink, because I wanted to see the effect using a different substrate, so it could be quite nice. So I decided to prepare more. I prepared technically 6 of them, because I have another one here, because I wanted to have 40mm one that could be eventually used for the objectives for Warhammer Age of Sigmar 4th edition. So now I have only to wait that everything will be so dry, and then try to use the Mordant Earth to see the final effect, because then I have a lot of projects based on the results, so I'm quite curious about. And now that the various paintings are dry, it's time to use the Mordant Earth color to create the effect. Remember that you need at least 2mm thick of the color to put everything together. And now that I covered the bases with the Mordant Earth, it's time to let it dry. After almost 2 hours of waiting, we can find the provisory result. So here we had the without anything that is still going on. Here the one that had the matte varnish that is starting to see some effect, and I quite like. Here with the glue, so the vinegar, and we can find how much the difference it is. It's really quite intriguing part. You can see that with the matte varnish it's much thinner the parts and so on. Instead with the glue, it's the PVA glue, it's much higher, but it's another nice effect. Here we can find this that it's with the stick glue that is still working on, and it's starting to see another type of different effect. And instead about this, it's still really quite going to work, so we had to wait. I think that having a different surface can have quite a lot of interesting result that you can find out. So now we have only to wait a bit more and see the final effects. And after another 2 hours, so 4 hours from the beginning, we can find that it developed even much better. So we can find here the normal one without any add-in. Here the one with the matte varnish that it's really quite nice. I quite like this effect. The one with the vinyl, the PVA glue, that we can find that it's really quite amazing one. Here we have the one with the stick glue that is started to have quite interesting effect, sincerely. It's more dense, but at the same time not bad at all. And we can start to see also something from this one that started to have some effect, sincerely. Maybe it's the color that I put under that it's not the best, but it seems to have some effect in it. So it's really quite intriguing to talk. So really, you can change what you can gain based on the surface that you can offer it. Not bad at all. then let's see the result after 6 hours of trying. Here it's the one without any adding, and sincerely I find it not bad at all. It needs quite a lot of time to see some result, but it has quite a lot of potential. This one is the one with the matte varnish, and I think that it's one of my favorite because it has really quite a nice fragmentation, so not bad at all. Here the one with the vinyl, the PVA glue, and sincerely it has an amazing effect. It's really quite impressive. It's much messier, so it's a quite intriguing option, so it's nice. Here we have the one with the glue stick one, and sincerely also this has a lot of potential. It's a completely different way. So you can see you can have with 4 different options, 4 different effects that could be really quite suited. So you can have the effect that you prefer, as you can see, and it's not bad. And here we have the one that I had with the snow vallejo. Sincerely, also here we have a quite nice effect. Maybe because I used the violet, it's not so really quite good, but it has really quite a nice one. It's an option, really. Maybe not my favorite, because sincerely I prefer something else, but it has potential too. So you can really change the effect that you need based on how you treat the surface, or not treat eventually. So really think about what you need, because it has the options that you need. So if you need something more messy, maybe the PVA glue is your answer. If you need something that could be a bit more granular, I can say it's the glue stick one. And instead, these ones could be an option, so you can eventually partly make that it's without any adding and partly with, so you can create a lot of different compositions, so not bad at all. I decided so to make another step about this project, and this to prepare a 6th base with a combination of the previous techniques of coverage to see how it can be the result. So to see the combination of the things and have an idea about preparing larger bases, and also to prepare again this one, so to paint with the right colors like flames and cover again, so to see how it is to apply again on another yet applied effect. So it's quite intriguing. Also about the techniques that I use as coverage, I have still to decide, because I want to see the effect after painted, but still it's really quite intriguing, so let's go. A little unexpected update about the basing. Here I had problem with this one made with the glue stick one, because the Mordant Earth parts were detaching themselves from the base. So I used a bit of attack to put them in position again, and then seal everything with a bit of burnt varnish that I'm waiting that it's drying. Problem is that I didn't have with the normal one without anything, the one that I had the base on the matte varnish itself, and the one with the PVA glue. Eventually I suggest you to see them too. Here we can see the one that I used with the snow vallejo and was not perfect on Mordant Earth, so I painted again, and I want to see then the Mordant Earth on this, so I'm quite curious to see the final effect eventually. And then here I had the mixed base that I was preparing, that in this case I decided to repass everything using a bit of the matte varnish, because I used part of this with the PVA glue, that are the part that I had not used the matte varnish on it, and the other two were half with the matte varnish and half with the glue stick. So seeing this effect, I decided to put again a bit of matte varnish on them. So let's go to see then with the Mordant Earth applied then. And here the final result about the test, plus some added notes. So here we can find this, that it was the one with the glue stick applied. And really, you need to apply when it dried at the first time, a bit of matte varnish to keep everything in position, otherwise it will disappear. But the effect could be really quite interesting anyway, so it has potential, really. Here we had this, that it was the one with the snow vallejo, and we can understand that it was the color that it was underneath, that it was not vibrant enough, because applied again could be really quite interesting effect. Think about having an uneven surface underneath, so not bad at all. And here the mixed base that I created, Here, the exploded part, it was the one that it was where there was the glue stick and applied then the matte varnish. It exploded, so I added another bit of Mordant Earth inside and creating such interesting effect. So the combination of techniques could be really quite awesome in my opinion, so it has really a lot of potential that you could use. But the best is still, in my opinion, the one that it was the simple one without anything added underneath. So not bad at all, really. Anyway, I suggest you to apply then the matte varnish, and I do, so that it doesn't disappear with the time on, and I think that it was better to have another additional layer to protect. Here the one that it was with the matte varnish underneath, and I think that it's not bad at all. So these two at the end are the best, the simple one, but are the best. And here with the PVA glue again, so it resists quite good. But anyway, I suggest you to apply the matte varnish, so this could be really quite intriguing. You can create a combination on and have quite a lot of fun, paying a bit of attention of some, I can say, issue that you could have, and so preparing some resources to prevent the issues. But not bad at all, you can gain quite a lot of nice effect and have quite a lot of fun. And note that you have to consider is that technically you can accelerate the process using a dryer or a furnace on to make that it dry faster. But remember that technically it's not the best solution, so you can use, but remember that it was a really quite more stable. So think about, because a room that it was about 20-25 degrees as Celsius 1 could be the best solution about make these bases. You need a bit more time maybe, but it can be more stable. Eventually you can experiment, because it doesn't change quite a lot, but depend by the temperature and how fast you make them dry. So it's really quite nice as effect. And as final, here we can see some example of how we can have the effect applied. So as you can see, mixing the techniques could be really quite awesome, and you can gain quite a lot of peculiar sight, really. So not bad at all in my opinion. It's how you decide obviously how you apply and so on, but you can see that it has really quite a lot of potential and quite awesome sight. So not bad at all. What do you think about? A comparison that I can do is the one about these objective markers and these tokens that are about the immortality that I realized for the third edition Battle of the Ossebo Reapers. And really, you can see that you could combine these ways together to create something completely new. So don't throw away something that maybe you've done in the past or so on, that you can personalize even more, because you can gain quite a lot of options. And really, it's really quite worth, because it lets you have quite a lot of fun creating something specific and peculiar. So quite nice. So from Dynamod it's everything. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell so to receive notification about new video, to comment under here about this video, or if you want to suggest me new videos. So I hope to see you again to the next time.